Hey everybody, I'm tempted to get on here tonight and make all kinds of jokes about Chaz. Let's be honest with you. I've been laughing pretty much nonstop since I watched those barriers get torn down, and I'm happy too. I love America. I love this country, and I've got some real hard feelings towards those individuals that created all that ruckus and mayhem, not only in Chaz but in other places around this great and glorious nation that we've inherited. But it's kind of got me thinking. Some people are making some really great points about how the mayor only got involved once it became personal. And I find that reprehensible. I find it absolutely unacceptable that the only time she cared was when they came near her home. You got a bunch of hoodlums that carved out a multi block section of her city, had the audacity, to borrow a word from Obama, to declare themselves an independent nation, whatever the hell that means. And she allowed all that to happen week after week. But nah, 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 nah. You can't come close to my house, all that chanting, all that protesting. I mean, maybe she can relate just a little bit to that man from Seattle. Liberals all over the country have been attacking and slandering. It's not fun when it comes close to home, is it? There are people that have lost their lives because she allowed Chaz to thrive. And so I got to be honest, man. It's pretty good that Chaz is gone, but we need to learn some hard lessons from this. You can't give a foothold to the devil. You can't make deals with terrorists, and you can't cave in to protesters. Okay, you can't. Especially whenever they're no longer peaceful protesters, but, have crossed that line, which we all know they have. It's kind of like a child that gets caught with their hand in the cookie jar. They ain't gonna tell you I'm stealing cookies. No, they're gonna tell you something else. Well, you see, I needed to. The excuses are gonna be whatever they can think of on the spot. Same thing. These domestic terrorists like to call themselves protesters because it's an excuse that they can hide behind. It's like a political shield for their actions. Stop buying it. They're terrorists. They're terrorizing our communities. They terrorized the mayor of Seattle. And so finally she put a stop to it. And did you see those pathetic people? 30 minutes is all it took for them to tear down those ridiculous barriers, those walls. I guess walls work, don't they? Unless they're built by a Democrat. Tear down those walls and chase those hoodlums out of that area. And they looked like a bunch of refugees. Hadn't showered. They looked unclean. They looked filthy. They looked like they were ready to go home. Sit on the couch and sofa for a little bit. Done sleeping outside in their tent city. Horrible. So if anything, we can chalk this up to a failed social experiment and hopefully let all this protesting nonsense go behind us. And if I got to thank Chaz for one thing and one thing only, that's for weeks of entertainment and a couple of footnotes in history books that are going to make people laugh in the future. Who comes up with a name like Chaz anyways? I'm just glad it's chopped down. Bye, Chaz.